All right, y'all. You already know it's your girl, Moochie. Shout out to 845 Online Radio. Usually I do an intro before this, but because the people are so anticipating on seeing one of the hottest DJs in the Hudson Valley, a.k.a. one of the most inspiring to me radio personnels in the Hudson Valley, I got my special guest today all the way from Kingston, New York. That's a pleasure and an honor. So before we even get into this interview, I'm going to allow my special guests to tell you who they are and a little bit about themselves. Hit it.
Yes, it's DJ Duya, K-City in the building, Hollis, New York. You already know what it is. I just want to thank you for letting us come here. You know, I've been trying to make this happen for a little while, but we here finally. And it's 845, the MixxShow is straight 845. Live online radio, you know.
Spreading love.
Yes, man. It was finally a connection, and I'm loving it. I mean, I was really looking forward to coming. Of course, I got to introduce my co-host Jay Lene. She is in the building.
Shout out, what's going on? Jay Lene in the building, 845 The MixxShow. Thank you for having us on. So, of course, you know I'm always going to shout out Moochie because this is all love. But they already know because they're probably tired of hearing me say it, but we spread love all over. So this is what it's about. I'm Jay Lene. It's weird sitting on this side of the interviewees table because I'm used to doing the interviews. But yeah, shout out to NSRT is where I went to school, graduated up there in Albany. Shout out to Jams 96.3, the first radio station to put me on. Shout out to DJ Duya and Bobby Good, my co-host at 845 The MixxShow. I mean, this is what it is. This is what we do. We're trying to network. We're trying to build. And shout out to everybody that sends us music. And shout out to everybody that watches our shows and subscribes because really, this is what it's about. It's about the people.
That's right.
And DJ Duya showing love and Moochie showing love and Fire Roz in the building. And shout out to Fire Entertainment, Fire New York magazine edition coming soon. So that's the intro. That's what we do.
DJ, I'm gonna have to borrow her one day as a co-host on this show. But first, so let's start from the beginning. First of all, you guys are on the other side of the table, so you guys are gonna see me on the other side of the table as well. I always say this is like the hardest part. Like I always wanted to get interviewed, so I don't even know how to do this interview with the interviewers, but we're gonna do it like this. So, the 845 MixxShow. Tell us first of all, how long has this show been out?
I've been doing the show since 2013. I used to work for Kiss FM, and you know how us people do, man.
Right.
We had a little scuffle at one of these venues, and I had to take the blunt or the whatever for it.
Right.
So, you know, Clear Channel let me go, and I was like, damn, or excuse me, what do I got to do next?
Right.
What am I going to do, you know? And then I said, what's going to separate me from every other DJ? What's going to separate me from King Cyrus, from Maserati Styles, from whoever, you know?
Right.
And I was like, you know, everybody's trying to do like rap, like everybody's trying to be a rapper, and I was like, yo, I should really give them a platform. And at that time, like podcasts and all the stuff that's going on now, it really wasn't really big like that, but I kind of saw where it could go because I was already, like, I went to school for this, and I really saw where it could go.
Right.
So I felt like, man, let me just give them a platform. And I started it in my basement, you know what I mean? Like, and I just had all the artists that I knew. Like, I've been DJing, and I don't want to date myself, but I've been DJing since the late 90s, you know? And I've really been doing a lot with all kinds of different artists. So I had a portfolio of artists where I could call them and just have them come through. And mainly it was just the 845. It was about the 845,
right?
Because I felt like the 845 wasn't getting the shot that it would deserve. You know,
right.
It was from, you know, Tito Montana to I could just go on. I don't want to leave nobody out and make them feel weird. So, but it was just so many artists. And I really bumped these people. Like,
right.
Like on just me as a hip hop, because I'm really about the culture. Like I'm really for this culture.
Right.
Like, I live this every day, 24/7. You know, so I really felt like we didn't have a platform.
Right.
And that's why I created it. You know, it started off as just a website where people could post their songs or whatever and do their videos. And then from there, I was like, you know, well, I should really do like a radio show. I think that would be dope.
Right.
And then I did that. And then it's grown from there. And then, you know, shout out to Lady D, because she was on the second season with me. and we did a podcast. Shout out to Drawzilla. You know, that's my guy right there. And he really helped me take it to the next level, business-wise and professionalism. You know?
Right.
And then I brought in Jay Lene, and a shout out to Bobby Good, and they brought another element to it in the third season, you know. So we're about to start our fourth season. We got our own studio now, and it's just really moving, you know. And I really want the 845 to get their shot, man. And there's so many great artists that come from the 845.
That's
I
right.
mean, there's Velas, you know, there's Partisan Fontaine, there's Tito Montana.
Absolutely.
And like I said, I hate leaving people out, you know, and shout out to my boy Rich Stars. He's one of the illest, you know. He's not from the 845, but
we claim
you know,
he definitely claim him. He ain't from the 845 though?
No, he's not.
Wow.
But he's one of the illest, you know, and it's just so many. Yeah, shout out to Jig Nice,
of course,
Litty Gang, and you know, Loso Lit, and so many, man. I keep going on for
I'm
days.
telling you, the 845 is humongous.
And just being able to like meet up with these people and be a fan of their music. Like one thing I talk about on our show is the way that people will send me music. I have no idea who they are. I don't even know their Facebooks. I don't know them from walking by them in the street.
Right.
And then when you hear somebody's music and we reach out to these people looking, you know, for people that we're kind of scouting. I mean, we don't scout, like, we trying to be out there for everybody to watch and judge for themselves, because everybody has their own opinion and, you know, community-based stuff like that. So we don't get into that. But these people are like, man, genuine people, and it's like we start finding ourselves on like the same wave with these people.
That's right.
And the music that they create, and it's ringing true to what we're going through, because maybe they're rapping about sitting at Sicko.
And we know about it.
And we know about it.
Sitting at the Sicko.
Because we used to sit at Sicko.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like trying to, you know, coming up in 845, me and Corey, this is a background for us. We went to school together. So this is like a 20-year friendship here.
Right.
Same thing with our other co-host, Bobby Good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all grew up together. This was what we talked about when we were in school. We sat on the line at Kingston High School on the wall, skipping school and listening to music. And we were talking about it on the way here, like 1998 and 99 and 2000. Like, that was our era. That's where we really started appreciating music and really having a love for it. So shout out to just being able to be respectful of the craft. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes. I feel like a lot of the 845 don't get heard because a lot of people don't respect the craft.
Yeah.
So shout out to you guys for respecting the craft. I have to ask you this question, DJ, because you were a DJ and you are also a radio person now.
Yes.
Now, as a DJ, you rock some of the hottest songs. You try not to, you know, that's your discriminational part, where you can only rock the hottest song the crowds like, versus, you know, the radio show, people come, you give them an opportunity to have their music heard. How hard is it for you, 845 music-wise, to separate the good from the bad? And then when you separate, what do you look for?
Ooh, that's tough, man. You know, I was talking to my boy the other day, and I was saying, like, it's really hard because I don't want to really shatter. Like, a lot of people come to me for advice on their music and what they should do, how they should move. And, you know, I really don't want to shatter anybody's dreams.
Right.
You know, and if I think your stuff is trash, that doesn't mean that you should stop. And I'm not necessarily going to tell you that it's trash. I'm going to probably pick out what I feel is good, and then I'm going to critique it from there.
Right.
You know, but it's hard, man. But then I have, you know, people have accused me of being biased because I'm a fan of this. At the end of the day, like, I still feel like a fan when I was a kid, you know.
Facts.
And certain artists that I really gravitate towards, and there's other artists that, you know, they're not really my speed.
Right.
But there's definitely certain artists that I gravitate towards, you know, like definitely in the 845. Like I really hate mentioning so many different names, but there's just so many that I really, you know.
And then, you know, I don't know if you know this, Corey, but in 2017, I've never seen this many rappers in my life, or these many artists in my life.
No, but hold on, man. You guys can't just jump off the porch
and say they a rapper
and be a rapper and then think And then think, because your girlfriend and your cousin and your sister
friend,
and all that,
and your
best
mother,
friend, and everybody that you went to high school that was at the lunch table with you is bumping your stuff, and you think that you really about that because you not. You gotta have a portfolio. You have to get your stuff together. And you may say, "Oh, who is he?" But I'm just saying, I've done this for a long time, and and I really have a background in this. I don't want to run down all that stuff. You can research it, but I'm just telling y'all because I really love the 845, and I want to see us all shine. But you can't just jump off the porch and think that you are the man.
I'm about to say, yesterday you was a cook. Today you were the #1 rapper in the Hudson Valley.
No, but I work a regular job too. But you can't just. What I'm saying is, look at me. What I'm saying is, y'all can't just jump off the porch, man. You gotta put time into this.
That's right.
You can't jump off the porch and say, I want a feature. I want $300 for my features. And wait a minute, man.
I never heard of you.
Like, come on, man. Now you're doing a lot. You're doing too much, actually. Doing way too much. And I'm not really talking to anybody particular, but I've just seen it. I've seen people that work with other people, and then they it's just weird, man.
It is weird.
We gotta lift each other up.
It is weird.
And for me, that's why I even started the whole thing, man. I just wanted to see people get their shine. And
so we have some talent.
Shout out to Velas, man. Let's talk about Velas. Shout out to Velas. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, he is.
He's
working
amazing
hard.
Artist, man. I'm glad he's really finally getting the light that he deserves. The Flip Mode video came out today. I was checking it out. Like, shout out to Velas, man, because he's an amazing guy. He's gonna be one of those artists that really push this even forward.
Yes. I agree with you. Shout out to Velas. DJ Duval said, he's doing amazing. We need more representation like him. Because he's for the people. If people don't know that Velas is for the people, and he's one of those people that I get worried about, Jelani, and I get worried about that because I'm so gun-ho for the 845, and I get worried about those that make it and forget about where they came from. But people like Velas, when I see him, I get excited again. I get excited that the 845.
I mean, listen, shout out to Velas, because I know Velas on a personal level. Shout out to my homegirl, Alicia. She chills with Velas, and my homeboy, Shocky. Like, these are people that we chill with at a house party in Kingston. And they'll sit there and have a regular conversation with you and ask you to take, can you bring them up to Walmart? You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Velas, because not only is he still like a humble dude, he knows that it takes the hard work. Like, he's not here in Kingston. He's not sitting stale. He's not just sitting around. Like, these moves, right? These moves that we make in life, these power moves, they're uncomfortable. A lot of people don't take these steps because of the uncomfortableness that I think that, they push back a little bit. They're like, nah. You got your mom in your ear, and your mom's telling you, nah, you're not going to make it. I don't see no money. I don't see nothing. But you know what? In the long run, what you put in, you're going to get out. You get recognized for the work you're doing and not for the work that you did.
Wait. Whoa, boo. Boom.
Yeah.
Stay right there. Stay right there and don't move. Let me tell you why. Because I'm so tired of hearing people, DJ. Back in 2012, I had the town screaming my name.
Right.
I put in work, DJ. Why nobody saying me? I live in 2017.
Right. Did you see my video, though? I came out with it in 2013.
But I live in 2017.
Oh, but it was a good video, though. But do you remember it?
But I live in 2017.
But I don't know what I'm doing now. But do you want to look at my old video?
But what about 2017, 16, 15, 14?
Exactly. That's my point.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's the point.
You guys being intimate, you guys speak, now you guys are, we're going to talk radio personnel now. When you hear artists come up and they tell you how much grind they do, how much work they put in, and then you look at their work ethics, videos haven't been dropped in years. No visuals, straight SoundClouds, no BMIs, no ASCAPs, no type of managerial professionalism. Can't even sit down and have a proper interview with you. Want to rush to Hot 97. What do you say about that? And how do you encourage artists to really be serious about this?
What I did, or what I said to somebody, I had a conversation with someone, and I'm not going to mention their name, and they said, I felt like for me, I feel like I'm one of the people that can really spot talent, right? And I said to him, yo, I think you're really dope. And, you know, a couple things, if you really did this and that. And he said to me, he was like, nah, I think it's too easy to get on the 845 radio show. And I said, huh? And I was like, well, before you get to the NBA, you have to play in college, and or before that you play in high school. And I'm like, you can't just jump to the NBA. Like, certain people, maybe LeBron, but you're not a LeBron.
You're not even a Moochie Norris, and no, they don't even know basketball, so they don't even know who Moochie Norris is. I know who that is.
I'm actually Duya A. Smith on that.
Oh, they don't know that. They not real basketball legends out there.
When it comes to sports, come on, man. Listen.
But seriously though, and you being a radio person now, you guys work day and night to put people on. Everything is not peachy and keen. What is the hardest thing individually that you face as a radio person now when it comes to these artists?
Well, the hardest thing that I face is booking.
Okay.
I feel like, you know, if we set something up and it's on a certain day and you're supposed to be there, like we were late today, and you know, I'm black, you know, I do, you know, I was late.
But you showed up.
Yeah. But I'm here.
And you call.
Yeah. You know, and I made sure of that. You know what I mean? I made sure that I called you, and I made sure that I told you. That's one of my pet peeves right there. And it's tough, though, because everybody, you know, most of us aren't at the level where we're doing this full time.
Right.
You know? So everybody has other stuff going on. People have kids. People have family. And I respect that, of course. But if you want to be in this, and it's just hard when you set something up for somebody and you really want them to be on the show.
Right.
Like, it's people that I really like. A lot of people here inspire me, you know, like the people inspire me. So I really want you on the show, and I type out the whole show, and then 20 minutes from now you're like, oh, I can't make it. So it's really a thing, and you know, it's hard to work around that, because
tell the people how difficult it is to plan a show for a guest and they don't show up.
It's tough, man. It's really, really tough, because I don't like it. I see how you do your show. It's a little different than ours, but in a lot of ways it's the same.
Right.
You know, so like I'll have a first guest or a second guest, you know, and I kind of like plan everything around that person.
Me
I make
too.
sure I have all their music. I make sure that, you know, they're accommodated. And then when they say an hour before that they're not coming, it's hard, man. I'm like, geez, you don't respect it like that. And like, I was supposed to be on a show in Yonkers, and I did the same thing. So because I had so much going on,
right?
And I said, well, it's like, man, now I know how they feel. I'm like, oh my God, I'm like,
right,
really bugging right now. Like, please give me another chance, because I don't want to mess that up, because I know that feeling when you have a guest that's set in stone and you really want them to come through and
they don't come.
Yeah,
it kind of hurts a little bit, actually.
It really does. It really does. It really does, because you feel like we don't get a lot of praise, like as the artist, like, or as a DJ or whatever. Like, we kind of been put back on a back burner, like as radio person. You know, we don't really get the shine that the artists get.
Right,
you know?
right.
You know, in today's hip hop. I mean, back in the day it was a little different, but in today's hip hop we don't. And we just try to give them a platform, and we try to give them something where they can showcase their talent, and for them to just blow it off, it really feels, you know, you feel shunned, and like you feel like,
because I've actually heard people say about my show and your show, like, we're not real shows. You know, they want to go to Hot 97. But, you know, I had to laugh sometimes when I hear that, because I said half of the people can't even have a good conversation on this show. Flex would rip them on Hot 97.
That's what I'm saying. You really have to.
I'm like that.
Like you really have to. You have to hone your skills somewhere, right?
Right.
You have to go somewhere where you can become who you want to be, right? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, you have this end goal and you want to be this certain person, but there's steps to it. Don't ever mistake the process. The process is the best part of anything.
That's right.
Like the journey is what, when you get to your destination, the journey is where you're gonna be like, oh, you remember when we was
yes. Perfect example. Cardi B. Look at her journey.
Exactly.
And every time she says something, she never lets you forget the journey. Like, I can't believe, I remember nobody gave me a chance. I remember when nobody listened to me. And you always hear her remind people where she came from. So, shout out to you. You gonna talk to me, Jay? I gotta ask you this question, Jay.
I mean, he says so much, you know, that's why it's so good working with him. It's good working around somebody that's super positive and somebody that's very honest. Because I feel like in radio, we have to be honest. We're almost like, not the politicians of radio, but we're here for you. We're holding the convention center open for you all to come into it. So if anything, you know, it's like speaking to an audience and speaking to a guest. And his thing is booking because he deals with booking. But my thing as being a host is getting a vibe from somebody. Like, I swear to God, yo, the worst thing in the world you can do if you go on an interview is, number one, not be prepared. Because who knows, if we're stalling in a conversation, you can ask me something about me and we could have a whole conversation that leads to something better for yourself to have. And it's more exposure. And it's the people that come on the show that don't have nothing to talk about. And me and Corey talk about it all the time because it's like, I feel like I'm from a generation where we didn't have the phones, and when we sat at the dinner table, we talked.
That's right.
So now that when I'm interviewing a 24-year-old artist who's not really paying attention to what I'm doing, and he's in his phone and he's Snapchatting while he's on air, and he's not giving the attention that it's deserved to be.
Talk to him.
I mean, that's just kind of how we feel. Like, all right, so you're really not taking me seriously, so I'm going to sit here and interview like I'm not really taking you seriously. But on the other hand, I've had interviews where I'm sitting here and a woman singing a cappella, shout out to Rachel Hendricks, and I had this dope conversation with her, like, you know, a heart-to-heart conversation, and this girl busts out 2 minutes of a cappella singing on the show out of nowhere. So it's like those inspiring moments, those things. It's
makes
like,
you want to be a radio person now. Makes you want to, Corey wins the next show, and then you got some that make you just like, why do we do this?
It makes me want to do more. It makes me want to, you know, we got a lot of stuff in the works because we're not stale. We're not sitting around here. You know, a lot of us are cutting back hours at jobs and really taking this to like a next level type scenario. So, I mean, we're trying to expand and do these shows, like really do some shows, you know, in the next couple of years. You could look out for like some kind of, you know, big concert type stuff where we put together and we really put Kingston on the map because we have a lot of space in Kingston and all these artists in uptown Kingston. And I know I got a lot of friends that are of the alternative type that hang out at Snappers and on Wall Street and all that uptown Kingston. These people, we all got a lot in common. You might not think that because I'm running a hip hop show that I don't vibe with what you're listening to, because I grew up on Led Zeppelin and I grew up on rock and roll and you know, hip hop came for me in my adolescence. So for me, having these type of connections with these people and the facilities that are available, start making this a bigger thing for us because we can't find venues. You know,
that's what they messing the venues up for us.
We're trying to just sit down, chill, dance, maybe twerk a little bit, maybe turn up the bass a little bit. But we're not doing nothing wrong. We're not over here, you know, being alcoholics in a whole way. Like,
bring it back.
You know
how to twerk?
Hey, listen.
No, you know, seriously, we gotta talk.
I mean,
sorry, DJ Dubu, we gonna push you out, man, because I'm black and I don't know how to twerk. Like, I be trying, but it just don't be moving nowhere. Like, my back just be moving.
This will be another show because this is a part 2 to this because I'm in jeans right now, so he already knows if I'm in jeans.
See me making it clear.
Come on, now, see, this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. This is the fun stuff of radio. This is what I like.
Listen, we need to do a radio panel. But listen, you guys, so tell the people, how can we tune in to give the people the exact name of your show and tell us how we can tune in.
All right, it's 845 The Mix Show. 845, the numbers THEMIXSHOW. You can really just put that into Google and it'll come up on SoundCloud. We're on YouTube. The third season was all video, and of course, shout out to Ted Grams. He won the bars tournament. We did a whole bars tournament where we kind of put rappers in a space and we put on a beat
and let them go.
Just let them go, you know. And my man Ted Grams, Litty Gang came out on the top. It was definitely a lot of competition, though. Shout out to Justin Bush. Shout out to Joe Sims, man. He had some of the most fire bars ever. Woo! Shout out to Skills Ryder. Of course, he came in second place.
He's all 845?
Yeah, he's all 845.
That's Kingston side, right?
No, it's Poughkeepsie, Kingston.
We gotta get linked up. Okay,
yeah,
some nice things.
It's definitely it was a whole dope thing, man. So definitely, if you into rap music and really bars, definitely go check out the 845 The Mix Show Bars Tournament. And then we've had Banco Dupree on our show. We've had Jig Nice. Shout out to Tito Montana. There's been so many earns. Shout out to my man Bloody Blizz. And shout out to my man Christopher Raymond. He does our video. Shout out to Blaze, Fair Game. There's so many people, man, that really made this whole thing come together where, like I said, I was the brain that kind of sparked the whole thing, and I really wanted to, the vision that I had 5-6 years ago is coming together, and I really want to take it even further.
Absolutely. The 845 Mix Show, how often can we tune in and watch?
Right now we're kind of in a space where we're putting our own studio together, so we're gonna start our third season after that.
Okay.
But definitely you can. We still got some unaired video. Like we just had. Who did we just have on?
We had Low So Lit.
Low So Lit. We had
who else was on
845th Street.
Yes.
We had them on there.
It was on here too. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah. So we still got some. We got some. Of course, we had Conflicted is 845 or 845th Street, but we had Rockweiler call in. We did a call in with Rockweiler. Then we had Jaja from Dipset call in.
Okay.
So
you support 845 and others?
Yeah, because I definitely want to do beyond, because I feel like it's just hip hop or just culture.
Right.
I'm really about the culture. You
right.
know what I mean? Like if you are a chef and you got a hip hop spice to you, I really mess with you. You know what I mean? Like that's how I am, man. I've been like, one thing, rest in peace to Jam Master Jay. This is the day that he passed away 15 years ago. I'm from Hollis, Queens, and Jam Master Jay really inspired me to do any of this. So I just wanted to take that time and really shout out to Jay, man.
Rest in peace to him. Shout out to you. Shout out to the 845 Mix Show. Let me make this public, because y'all just know me. People like to keep it real. When I first started the radio station, remember my mom was talking about this too. Yeah. When I first started the radio this radio station, everybody try to put 845 straight 845 Report Live 845 and the 845 Mix Show against each other. So I always used to hear like competition, like, Moochie, you got to do this because da 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 da. But I had reached out to Corey a while ago. Like this union is long overdue. A while ago about us connecting. But I'm honored that you waited, because you let me get my clout up. You let me put a little bit of work in first, because had I interviewed you in the beginning, I probably wouldn't have been as comfortable as I am now. Yep. So I thank you for letting me wait to show you the work that I'm doing. And prove to you what I can do.
And it's funny, man, because I really, like I said, like I'm really a fan of this thing, and I watch a lot of other people, and I reached out to other people that are just starting out and have their podcasts, and I'm like, yo, we should do something, and they said the same thing, and they were like, well, my thing is not really on the level of what you're doing. I kind of want to wait, and I'm like, cool, man, you just have I tune into your joint every week, and because I'm just really a fan of it, and I love what you're doing. I love what so many people are doing. Shout out to Maserati Styles, Don Q, man. People is doing their thing.
I don't know what it is, Corey. It's something in this it's something in this 2017 atmosphere. Like everybody is working. Our DJs are working. DJ Slime, DJ Kurtz. You got DJ Maserati Styles, DJ Odyssey working.
I want to shout out to
producers, Rich Stars, Rich Morris, Drawzilla, The Zubin, and so many
Motif
more.
alumni.
Motif, come on, Burl Dollars.
Yes.
You got the artists working, Burl Dollars, Jig Nice Party, Lee Double O, No Equal. Like you got these designers working, Coley, Taliba.
And you know where you could hit a lot of these people up too? This is for the people. They can hit up a lot of Drawzilla Drumline Studios. He does a lot of synergy events. So shout out to being different and thinking a different way and thinking out of the box. And you bring in 10 producers into one room, letting them do 10 beats, and then you put it in there with artists and singers and songwriters and a bunch of talented people in one room. And that's what you all really got to get into, is finding a wave of people that are just mad talented.
That's a
and
fact.
once you find that group of people, the people that you got to stop doing for other people, it's selfishness in some regard, but it's growth for yourself and for your business and the pride in what you're doing.
It is, and not only that, if everybody finds their own wave and work together, like he's a radio person now, you a radio person now,
for sure,
I'm a radio person now,
for sure.
We don't gotta fight this thing. This is Hot 97 and Power 105 and 1.
Exactly.
So we work together to get it out. See, people don't understand that. Jay. You understand? They think everything is competition. Oh, you doing it, so let me do it. Let me do it better. No.
And I think it's too, people nowadays like different, a little different than when I grew up. I was a more humbled person. Like I wasn't out bragging on myself about anything. And I think this generation of people, I said to him today or a couple of days ago, I said, we're consumers of stuff now. Like stop being so consumer driven.
Yes.
You take a song, you listen to it, you chew on it for a couple of days, and then you're done with it. And that's like what I think our environment teaches us. But I think if we get back to the roots of what really is in our heart and what's in our soul, and we just follow that passion, that's what makes us individuals.
Now I gotta ask you this question, Jay. Sit back, Corey. This might get hot. We gotta ask you this question because we already know. I gotta keep it real. I gotta do Moochie. I didn't ask a Moochie question yet, so I'm gonna hit you with this Moochie question. It's 2017.
Okay.
Donald Trump is our president.
Okay.
Right now, everything is going crazy. You got a lot of anger, a lot of hatred. Most importantly, got a lot of racial racism has been around, but it's right now Front Street, right?
Yep.
Okay.
100%.
You're a Caucasian.
I'm actually, I'm mixed with a bunch of different things. I am Caucasian primarily. I was growing up in a white household, but I also lived 2 blocks from the hood where they grew up.
Okay.
So, I mean, my father is a general contractor. My father is a hardworking man, and he was just like any other black family's father working.
Okay.
And a lot of the people I had in and out of my house, my children are interracial, and, you know, I've never been brought up. And we talk about this with Kingston because Kingston was never really a racially divided place. And I still don't think, and don't get me wrong, I don't feel like we are there yet. But a lot of women and children in our town, in our community, we live side by side with each other. And it's the same when I lived in Albany. I lived on Dana Ave in Albany, in the middle of the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, we, just because we might be a different skin color, and this man that's trying to divide our country, Obama's still my president, and I know he's still everybody else's president. So right now,
you see the spice, you see that black spice coming out of your hands.
But that's what it is. It's really like, you know, it's principles. It's whether this man is orange, green, or gray. Like, he's still spewing all this nasty, negative stuff that's going on and it's infiltrating in my children. And I don't want to hear that stuff, you know?
Because I was going to ask you, some people might say, you know, you being a Caucasian, we know he's for the culture.
Yeah.
What qualifies you to be or say anything about the culture, but you just answer that.
Yeah, and I don't feel like I've ever been judged. I feel like once you get to know me, and I feel like this is actually really good that I'm here on this show, because I feel like a lot of people have opinion about me, and you can say what you want and say I'm this, that, and the third, but I'm really like a genuine person, and I'm a humble person, and I want the best for people. And if I can inspire one person a day, if I can give my daughter one talk a night that's going to make her succeed one step further than she was the day before, if I can put hope in somebody's eyes that I like their song. You know, when we call these artists and I'm like, yo, listen, I send my music over to your PD. We really like you. We're short a guest tonight. Do you want to come? And they hit us back like, yo, thank you. Thank you for putting me on. Thank you for doing this for me.
I love
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Like,
that.
Fire Ra is with us all the time. I'll rep Fire Magazine, and I've never met the head people of Fire Magazine, and I've never met, you know, the people in charge, but this is the man in charge in New York. And this is part of our team. And it's like, it's shedding that love and that unity, because I can't stop what this man is saying.
You can, sure can.
Bringing it back to the original question, I can't stop what Trump is doing. All I know is I can raise myself and my children to be wiser and be humble and try to be a better person than I was the day before.
And most importantly, be unified. White, black, or indifferent. Shout out to you. Now, Corey, I got to ask you my Moochie question.
Okay. I kind of want to just talk on that really
Go ahead, say
really,
something.
really, really quickly.
Go ahead.
All right, so we live in 2017, right? And there was a certain time when us as black people, we couldn't do certain things, and I just want y'all to realize that those people, a lot of those people are still here, and they not proud of us. So let's make them proud. Let's not make them go to their graves and really feel like we're letting them down, because it's really, really important. They stood up for us in manners that you couldn't even understand, and I can't even understand, because I don't know what it's like to drink from a fountain and from, so let's make sure that we make these people proud, because they really we standing on the shoulders of giants, man, and just know that.
That's a fact. And Corey, I have to ask you this question. Being you're in the music industry, being that the music industry and the athletic industry are two of the most prominent, looked up, idolized industries, how do you feel about the NFL taking a knee, and what do you feel artists should do right now to stand together?
Okay, so I was saying to my boy the other day, man, I feel like, for me, like, I'm really into sports. So the NBA is the best sports league in America, right? The NBA looks at their players as partners instead of employees, and the NFL looks at their players as employees. And some, it's just kind of how, like, Walmart looks at their people like, listen, man,
we can replace you.
Right. Either you're gonna get this $9 or out of here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like Colin Kaepernick really made something. He really did something important. 25 years down the line, we're gonna look back at what's going on now, and it's going to be in history books, and if you want to go back to Muhammad Ali wasn't praised when he was doing what he was doing back in the 60s.
That's right.
They didn't want him to fight. They didn't want to give him his light. So just understand that, like, what happens now is not always celebrated.
Right.
So maybe 20 years down the line, 15, 25, 30 years down the line, it'll be celebrated. But right now, you're planting a seed, because it takes a long time for a tree to grow.
That's right.
You plant the seed now, and then the fruits from the tree, your kids may be able to really eat those and grow from those, but you necessarily might not be able to, but it's what needs to be done, Right.
Shout out to you, Corey. I gotta ask you one more question. 2017. The people want to know. This is an email question that I remember to ask you. People want to know is, what's going on with the DJ? Why haven't we seen you in the field?
Me? Well, me personally, I was really trying to build the show. I wanted to give people a platform. And for a lot of reasons, I lost a lot of love for the music for a few years.
Okay.
I really fell back in love with it now, so I'm really trying to get back in the field that way.
Okay.
I want to rock clubs, and but I have a price, and I'm not gonna
negotiate that.
And I'm not gonna stray away from that. Because I put in a lot of work, and I really respect my craft, so I'm not gonna. I'm not going to name people, but, some people will undercut other DJs, and, certain DJs have a certain price, and they'll come in and they'll say, nah, I'll do it for this price, and, whatever. That's how you get down. That's what you do. So, that's your business, but I'm not going to do that.
What should be, in your opinion, what should be a DJ's standard price across the board? That if we had to start an industry in the Hudson Valley, and the 845, and all the DJs stuck together, and they made a bracket, what do you think an appropriate number should be?
It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say, because everything is different, There's certain packages. Like, if you come to a club and you just got to bring your laptop, and there's no speakers involved, and it's You just bring your laptop, so it's different. You know, there's a different price for that. And if you have to bring all the equipment and you have to get your mans to come and and you got to go at 35, 40 minutes away, all that is taken into account. So it's hard for me to put a dollar amount on it, and I don't want to, I don't want to mess up anybody that's already had, I just know what I kind of do, and I don't really want to mess that up for anybody else. But you gotta just respect the DJ, because a lot of people don't, and it's tough, man. Like you really are the maestro of the whole event.
Let's say this. Shout out to you. It's scary you said that. I was in New York City I think 2 weeks ago at New Music Hip Hop Festival. Mm-hmm. There was a panel of A&Rs there. The one thing the A&R said, and a lot of the artists in there, they were doing a lot of talking, so they wasn't listening, but I picked this up quick. She said, everybody now in 2017, they don't use a DJ. All right, she said they use a laptop, they use everything else but the DJ. She said for artist career, and she said to the artists out there, it will behoove you to get a DJ, to get involved with a DJ, to build a relationship with a DJ. She said a lot of you guys are missing out because you don't have a DJ.
And then they can get into other stuff with that. It's like, when Duya linked up with Rich Stars, it's like then you link up and then you start making mixtapes and then you guys start building a secondary team on whatever you're doing as an artist. And that's part of what I think a lot of people need to grasp is that it's just more than the bars. Yeah. If you want to come on the bars tournament, all you got to have is bars. But if you want to make it in the business or if you want to start making money, you got to start getting a team together.
And listen, the DJ spins your music in the spot.
Exactly. And that's the thing, too. It's like, he putting together these mixtapes. Like, shout out, go online right now, and you can pick up Rich Stars versus the Industry. And it's hosted by DJ Duya, and it's fire. Right. And these are the people that, are doing something with themselves. It's talented people. Just keep pushing for more. And then that's the same thing with getting in with the DJ. You get into the clubs, then you get into more connections, and then you go on road trips. Like we're going to Atlanta next month, so we're going to. You're going?
Yeah. I got my ticket ready, right?
Oh, look, we got to get in touch with Drawzilla.
Right, Drawzilla? I'll run down on you.
Moochie needs a ticket.
Hello, because I'm going. Shout out to DJ Duya. Shout out to. Tell the people your name.
Oh, Jay Lene.
Jay Lene.
Jay Lene, 845 The Mix Show. You already know what it is. That's what I say on my show all the time.
Oh, that's your little thing? I like that, Jay Lene. Now, listen, before we go, this show today is brought to you by Fire Magazine. You already know my brothers.
Shout out to Fire Rock.
Rod, Jenny Booth, they came through. They brought Miss 845. I got some fire drawers. I got fire cups.
Snap.
Oh, yeah, I walked around with the booty fire.
Wait a minute.
I thought I was the only one that got them drawers.
No, I got me too.
Oh, you giving them away to everybody?
Oh, yeah, he giving the drawers out. So I got the fire shirts. So shout out to Fire Magazine. Make sure you guys look out. Fire Magazine is coming soon to a store near you, 2018. Get involved. If you're trying to be in a magazine, get you a slot, a picture, your story out. That's another platform. We have the radio shows. We also have our own magazine. We are working behind the scenes to make sure that we lock the Hudson Valley down so that we can build you guys up and push you guys out. So shout out to Fire Magazine and 845 The Mix Show. Okay, before we get out of here, Corey, I'm coming on your show. I can't wait. Have some good questions for me, because I like. Because I like to talk.
See, we're a little more.
Oh yeah, y'all because I be ready to cuss. I be ready to cuss and tell these mother about that self and all of that. I can't wait to come on your show.
And I saw your live earlier about the brother, man. I don't know him personally like that, but I know him from Maserati Styles, and I like what you did, man, because people, I feel like everything is sensationalized nowadays. Right? It's just crazy, man.
And let me tell you something. Make sure you guys tune into 845 The Mix Show and Straight 845. We are the same entity, but we do two different things. Corey is dedicated to the music. All right, he loves the music. Reporting Live 845 is for the community. Yeah. So this is why this is Hot 97 Power 105. It's the same. We got the same goals, the same desires, but we just got a little differently. Yeah. So when I did that show, I'm for the people. So I'm a strong believer, Corey and Jaylani, that anything happened at 845 and it's one of ours, I'm gonna put my mouth on it and I'm gonna correct it, because we got CNN, Fox, all those, the Times Herald Record, as soon as they get a whiff of something, they take it and they drag it. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah.
Our job, my job, is to bring truth to what the situation is and bring positivity. Yeah. I know that story. That story was horrible, but people are so judgmental, and they don't mind taking your past and bringing it up. So I had to go live and let it be known that we all have skeletons.
Yep.
And that it's okay if we make a mistake. As long as it's a mistake, it's okay.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, the 845 Mix. All right, Corey.
Oh, God.
Jelani, I got to ask you guys this question. I'm on the spot. Before we get out of here, the 845 wants to know, you've been doing this for years. Who is your favorite local artist in the Hudson Valley?
Oh, my goodness. There's only one I can say?
One. Wait.
Oh,
look at my dad. He looked like you better not drop that mic again. Only one. Jelani, get your answer ready too. Man. Only one. If you had to put all your coins, all your down payments, your wife's wigs, the bundles, your Ray-Bans in the pot, this 14 karat on your neck in the pot, and say, this is the artist I'm going with. The people want to know. From the 845, who you going with?
I got to go with Velas, man.
Velas?
Yes.
Velas, all right.
Only Velas.
You can't say Velas. Go.
Okay, good. I'm glad I can't say Velas because I'm going to do somebody that's actually I see working on a daily basis. And that shout out to Joe Sims. Because Independent Dope just put him out. He did a T Grizzly remix, and it's fire. And the only thing I will say about that is they did put this white boy got heat or something. Aside from that, who cares? Because I've seen a lot of different stuff on Facebook about the white boy comment. We don't care. We're white. We know we white. We don't really care. But shout out to Joe Sims because he's really working, and his motivation is there. I see him posting every day. So shout out. My pick is Joe Sims. It's always been Joe Sims.
Fact. Your co-host.
Shout out to Sims. I love you, bro. You already know, man. We go
you were
back,
second.
Definitely.
He wanted to say you, but I put him on the spot. He only get one.
Yeah, I only had one, man. There's just so many that I really listened to, so it was tough.
Now listen, don't ask me that question. Don't ask me that question on your show, because I will not answer it.
I usually give a top 5.
Okay, thank you. I got 5.
Yeah, you got
okay,
top 5.
Yeah, you don't get that. You got 1. Sorry, but everybody else, he got y'all. Wait a minute. Shout out to your co-host. She aggressive. She said, I'm white, and we make good music too.
Right?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
This is too fun today. Shout out to you guys, though. Again, this Corey, I gotta say this publicly. I've been stalking your shows.
That's dope.
I've been stalking your videos and things like that. Everybody knows Reporting Live runs Monday through Friday, 6 at night to 8 at night. I have Facebook on lock. You are the reason why I'm attempting to channel over to YouTube.
Yeah.
Because I watch your show so much. So I'm on YouTube now. I really haven't got the grasp of it. Still got to learn how to edit the videos and stuff. But I just want you to know, you are the reason why I decided to take it to that next level. I do watch you. I do follow you. I watch your interviews. I watch your podcasts. You help me to better interview people because I've watched many, many, many interviews of you. So a lot of you, Morley, yourself, Kim Seabrooks, and a lot of you guys that are in this industry, you guys are like my role models, but you guys never knew that. But it's because of you personally, that I know how to better interview. I watched you do interviews for men, women, boys, girls, all that. And I've learned how to do questions better. I've learned how to engage better, eye contact. I've learned that from you. You don't know that, but I've been watching you for a while. So like I said, I'm very honored and humbled that you came all the way from Kingston just to sit with little old Moochie on Reporting Live 845. That's an honor for me. So I get to put that under my belt that I sat with the 845 MixxShow.
No, I can't wait for you to come on.
Me neither,
our
because
show.
I be wanting to cuss, Corey.
Oh,
God knows I be wanting to cuss these people out. My mom be looking at me, giving me the finger. I can't wait to get on your show. She's not coming. I'm going to bring my dad, because he be with the movement. And we just going to turn up on your show.
Shout out to Pops. Definitely.
You feel me? But
I kind of just want to do, shout out what we got going on. Shout out the 845 The MixxShow, of course.
Everything.
Make sure you go and download and stream that Rich Stars versus the Industry, hosted by myself. Shout out to Multi, man. I hope that we're able to find Multi, and that's a whole nother different thing. But shout out to everybody that supports the 845 The movement. Shout out to Fair Game. Shout out to my man Christopher Raymond, of course. Drumline Studios. Drawzilla, Rachel, shout out to Jasmine Lopez, shout out to Rich Stars. There's so many. Shout out to Rich Morris. so many. Shout out to my cousin Jaja. And so many people that support us behind the scenes that I just wanted to show love to, you know, in this moment in time.
Not a problem. And just do me a favor one more time. Let the people know when the show is coming back, what nights it airs, and all your Instagram plugs, things of that nature.
Yeah, everything is 845 The Mix Show, so you can put that in Instagram, you can put that in Facebook, you can put that in YouTube, you can put that in Google, and of course, 845themixshow.com. If you have music, you have videos, you funny, whatever, we'll post it up for you, you know, if we really mess with it. We're going to be doing some shows down in New York City in a couple, actually coming weeks, so we definitely look out for that. We got some big time guests that's going to be coming up, and we're just working, man. We're just trying to make it to the next level and give people something to inspire to be great too. You know, I just want the kid that is in high school or in middle school to say, man, I want to be the next DJ Douya, and that's all I really want. You know what I mean? And that's dope to me.
You're dope to me, Duo. Douya. Do
Yeah.
ya.
There you go.
Do you. Shout out to the DJ. Again, this is one of the longest lasting DJs in the Hudson Valley. He is a legend in his own right in the DJing field.
Nice.
I got this. He's also one of the longest lasting radio personnel, because anybody can wake up and be a radio personnel, so you say. But people like Molly BX and DJ Douya.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yes.
Douya.
She did it.
Throw the
Do
claps in.
you know that I got this? No. DJ Douya, he is also, like I said, you people can wake up and say they're a radio host, but he does this. He eats, sleeps, and breathes 845 and our people like I do. So he's definitely for the people. So if you're out there and you already been on here, but you want to go there, if you don't know about him, please get to know about the 845 Mix Show. Him and his beautiful host. This thing over here with all the tattoos on her arm looking like a whole snap.
Fire.
Looking like a whole
Snap.
snap. The whole snap.
You already
Buffet.
Make sure you plug in.
Man, listen.
Soul food and pasta.
Listen, I'm regular.
Good look, you got chitlins, hog maws, and shrimp alfredo on the same, and lasagna on the same.
Fit ass.
You eating good over there. I'm about to come over there with you.
Come on, man.
I'm about to come to the 845 Mix Show.
Shorty, won't you come my way?
Wait, I gotta ask this question. Listen, I'm trying to get out of here, y'all. I gotta ask a question. I could drink on your show.
Yes, man. We do everything.
I'm getting drunk, y'all. 845. I'm about to be
It's gonna be a
late.
great time, man. We're about positivity and a great time.
And a great time. Shout out to you guys though. 845 Mix Show. Make sure you guys get ready for season 3. Season 4. Excuse me. Season 4 is on the way. Right? 4. We're at 4.
Well,
We're actually at 4.
We're at 4.
we're going to 4. We still have
Some on air.
3 shows left, so this is how you can subscribe to us, our YouTube channel, 845 The Mix Show. You can hit me up, Jaylynee, JLYNEE, at 845 The Mix Show, on Insta, on Facebook, on whatever. You can get in touch with us, but make sure that you come on ready, because you're about to turn up with us, because we were a little low key today.
Yeah, because the difference between Report Live and 845 Mix Show, that's how we're going to give you the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
Because you got to
exactly.
come up here, you got to learn how to be radio ready.
Hey, listen,
And then you
hit us
gotta learn
up
how to
for
be
a
uncut,
hosting
too.
event. I think we do a good hosting event together.
You know what, girl? You don't want to do this because I
We
does
would do a
this.
good
Do you want
hosting
to do
event
this?
together.
Because I does this. They don't
Listen,
want.
I'm
They don't
not
want this.
scared.
They don't want this chocolate vanilla mix.
Listen, it's the swirl. It's the swirl right here. I ain't scared.
She gonna
of
teach. She gonna teach you how to twerk, y'all.
Yeah. Hold on, Fire Rod. Panties coming on the way. Look out for them underwear.
Right?
Everything fine.
He's everything fire. But shout out to Fire Magazine to get in
Yes.
the building. He came all the way from Kingston. That's love.
Yeah, shout out to K-City, man. I see everybody
You
out there
guys are
moving.
hot down there.
Yeah, shout out to the Spoon Zito. There's so many people out there. GTC, my man. Oh man, it's so many. Like I said, shout out to.
And you know, crazy part is, I only got one artist from Kingston with some music, so I don't know what the problem is.
We're gonna put
I'm gonna send you
on.
some.
Because I only
We
got one
gotta,
star artist.
we gotta get a Dropbox
That's gonna
together.
change.
Yes.
I got you.
And I got some music for you.
Exactly.
Because I got some Middletown Monticello
Yeah, that's what
that
I'm
you
saying.
need to
See,
hear.
I'm trying to get in this wave, man, out here.
No, we don't. I got you. If 845 music is what you want, I got what you want, baby.
Yeah.
What you want, I got it. You want some rock and roll? 845, I got that. You want some
So
Latino?
wait, hold
I got that.
Hold up. Let me. I'm kind of taking over the interview for a
Okay, let's
second, right, real quick.
Sidebar.
Was you at that Dave East performance the other night?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't.
No. What you want to know, though?
I just wanted to know because I heard that he did 1.5 songs and people was upset.
I heard that too. But people gotta be mindful. Can I tell you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, we gonna act like they not here. Oh, sorry, Mom. I'm back here in the camera? Okay, we gonna act like they're not here, but we gonna hear. Why is it that it's good for the people, though? Because you guys will pay money to go see Dave East. He'll come 1.5 hours, one song and leave. But you won't pay money to see your 845 artist, and they'll give you a full show.
I know.
And shout out to Sarai who performed dope. Shout out to Sarai Howard, my homegirl from growing up, but she's with UME Entertainment, and she basically, don't get me started on this, but opened up for Nori, or Nori opened up for her because that was a flop for them, and she looked like $1 million, and she's on time right now. So if you don't know Sarai, get up with Sarai's music too. She's fire.
Yeah, she was one of the best artists, or one of the first artists to really make it in the industry out of Kingston.
Really?
Before Velas,
Shout
yeah,
out
you
to
know,
Sarai.
she had a joint on. This is back in TRL.
Wait.
You know what I mean? So she.
Sidebar, we go back here real quick.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about Velas real quick because rumor has it, I got the tea.
Okay.
They said, rumor has it that they said Velas did an interview and he told people that he wasn't from Kingston, that he was from the BX. You want to play that up?
No. Well, I don't know what interview that was.
Okay.
But I remember Velas was on the Drink Champs, and they asked Velas where he was from, and he said, I was from, upstate, and he didn't say the specific place, and, Nori kind of clowned him real quick, and he was like, wait, hold on, you don't want to say where you from?
Right.
And then he was like, no, I'm from Kingston. You know what I mean?
Okay,
And Velas never would shun Kingston. He's a K-City for life.
Okay,
because
we get the tea. So
he's
I
K-City
can't
for
ask
life.
him. I'm gonna ask you.
He's K-City for life.
Okay,
man,
he's
definitely.
down. Okay.
I remember when I first really started this, and I had been living in the city for a long time, and I was doing the promo thing with Murder Inc. and all that stuff, and I was kind of out of the loop in what was going on, and I was like, who's the best artist out here? And they kept saying Velas. Velas. They kept saying Velas. I'm like, who is this Velas, man?
Right.
And they kept saying Banco, too. Shout out to Banco. But I was like, man, who is this Velas kid? So I finally got to meet him.
Fire.
And, he played me some stuff, and I was like, yo, who are you?
I like that, too, when I get artists say, wow.
I was
That's
like,
you?
man, who are you? And to see where he's taking it, the man made some of the stuff that you probably heard and you don't even know that he was behind.
Right.
Like, the man was nominated for a Grammy, man, and I haven't seen anybody from the 845
nominated for a
make it
Grammy
to that level.
That's a fact. That's a shout out to you, Velas, and shout out to people like DJ Duya.
Woo!
You see it's flowing now.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah. But we gotta clear things up. But yeah, people, and I listen. Excuse me, but yeah, I'm lying. But listen, I don't pay to see mainstream artists under any circumstance.
Okay.
At a concert, none of that. Ever since I started 845 Radio, I'm only trying to invest in my locals. I wasn't paying $25 to see Davies. I was just supporting because I heard some of my 845 artists might be performing.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Davies.
Well, it's not about him. It's about the people that are putting it on and
supporting them.
And it was a lot of things going on that weekend, and I couldn't really make it out there. But it's about them. It's about the people that are behind the scenes. Which
we have to say, do ya? That it was a great thing. It was at 50 Front Street, which was a big thing.
That's a big thing right there.
No fights, no gunshots, no none of that.
Yeah.
Packed to capacity.
Right.
So he gets big kudos for that. Did JV stay and do a whole segment? No. When you pay these artists that type of money, do you expect that? Yes. If you are going out there, you expect these artists to do a full. I advise you to go to a Barclays Center and to their actual concert.
Yeah.
Because if they're doing shows like that, those really just walkthroughs.
Though, because that just gives that, like we were talking about something with that because we were trying to put together something and Davey's name came up And I said to him, but look what he just did. I was like, do you really want to invest in that artist? And he was like, you know what? He was like, I'll invest in him, but if he doesn't show up, I'm always going to have a backup plan. So it just leads back to everything. These artists that do this, I mean, maybe Dave East is on some stuff right now where he's feeling himself or whatever, because I think that goes along with it too, because these people wouldn't be artists if they didn't want some kind of recognition.
They wouldn't be artists without us.
Yeah,
without fans.
But wanting that type of, some people do it for a different reason. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like their heart's not always as pure as your might be.
That's right.
But you know, I think in the long run, it's like, you know what? That's something that they gotta live with, and it's wrong that they're doing that to their fans. So don't do that to your fans. Like, we just went to a Joyner Lucas concert in the city, and shout out to Joyner Lucas, man. If I could get him on my show, if you watch him right now, please hit us up, 845themixshow.com, because right now you're fire, you know. And we met him at the end, and I saw this man. Now, mind you, he's coming out of Massachusetts, and he had a meet and greet at the end. So me and Corey were there chilling, and we were kind of off to the side because we were like media, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were trying to be on some media stuff, on a different wave than the crowd. But we watched probably 150 people that paid $50 extra to get a signed autograph and a picture with him. Now, most artists, back in the day too, a lot of artists would walk out if they see a line like that.
Yes.
You want to talk about a humble man? Go listen to Joyner Lucas. Go support that man, because he sat there and shook hands and took 2-3 pictures with some of these people. And that's the way you're going to continue to make fans.
How can you be famous unless you
That's
have
the
a
way.
fan base?
That's the way.
Kissing babies.
Exactly.
Giving back.
And he really meant it. Like, yo, they were ready to close the lights in the club, and he still had like 20 people, and 4 kids that were waiting outside for whatever reason thought that they didn't have to pay to meet him, and he let them come in and meet him because they stood there for, like, I'm saying, what were we there, like an hour and 20 minutes.
How can you be famous unless you have fans?
Shout out. I mean, Joyner Lucas, that's an up-and-coming artist. That's one of our favorite artists right now. And
Shout out to him.
shout out to everybody. Shout out to you, girl. We do. Bringing this girl. Here we are.
This that swirl. Look, he gets excited already. You don't know about the swirl. Stay over there. You don't know about the swirl. He said, I know about it. I'm involved.
I'm here,
But
man.
shout out to the 845 Mix Show. You guys will catch me on there very soon. But again, I loved you guys. Tonight was amazing. Let me tell you something. You could tell that they do interviews. They didn't even let me give an intro. I didn't have no music. They just jumped right in. So let me just do this again. You already know it's your girl Moochie, right? Wait, I'm about to jump in. You already know it's your girl Moochie. Straight to 845 Online Radio. Shout out to the hottest online radio station, reporting live 845, straight 845, Monday through Friday, 6 at night to 8 at night, geared towards building our community from the ground up. Shout out to the 845, the Mix Show. I need you guys to get involved. All you artists, if you haven't been there, haven't made a stop, please reach out. Before we get out of here, they'll give you their plugs one more time. Reach out to them, set up your interview, keep your appointment, and let's get you guys in. Let's get you guys talking. Let's hear your story. Let's get your music out there. So before we get out of here and leave, Mr. DJ Dooya. Whoop, whoop. And his beautiful co-host, the white vanilla chocolate spice over there. You already know, my girl Jelani.
Jaylen.
Whatever. Jaylen.
I'm done with it. That's it. We're done.
Jaylen and Jalai. I love that name though.
Thank you.
I love that name. His beautiful co-host Jaylen. They're gonna give you their plugs one more time and tell you where they can find. And listen, not for nothing, everybody, write this down and start booking your appointments today. Hit it.
So it's 845 The Mix Show. You can put that in any platform, from Facebook to YouTube to Instagram. Just follow us. You can hit me up, or you can hit Jaylen up. Shout out to Bobby Good. That's my guy. And the other co-host, shout out to Lady D. Shout out to Drawzilla. Shout out to everybody that's really been a part of this movement from the beginning to now and in between. You know, shout out to my boy Country James. He's also been a big part of this. You know, that's it. That's really it. It's 845 The Mix Show all day, every day. And shout out to you, of course, for having us on here. Straight 845.
I'm going to your show.
I can't wait. I can't wait. We can't wait. We're gonna get super duper lit.
What? I've been having something to say.
Jaylen.
Boom. You thought what happened when you thought I didn't catch it? Jaylen.
Yes.
Get on the mic.
She nailed it.
I had to dunk that right there because
Nailed it.
DJ Dooya didn't think that I had it.
Yes.
Hit it.
Here we go, man. Here we go.
tell us where we can find you at, baby.
You know what it is, Jay Lene. It's just everything Jay Lene, and just make sure you go on our YouTube channel because that's really where we're trying to get a lot of exposure from. And don't be a hater. If you like something, share it, even if you don't know who these people are, because you never know what you could get yourself into. And hopefully, you out there reaching for your goals and your dreams, and you can just hit me up with whatever you want. I get random stuff in my inbox and my emails, and just try not to send me trash, please. But you can hit me up. It's Jaylynee, JLYNEE_845 The Mix Show. That's where I'm at. You can find me.
I love them.
Oh, and I'm at DJ Douya_845 The Mix Show on Instagram, and you can just put in DJ OOWYAH anywhere, and you'll pretty much pull me up, especially in that Google.
What he's saying is, Google him. That's how important we are. Google us.
Facts.
You know, I'm Google myself. I got 2.5 pages.
Do you?
Boy, bye.
Wait a minute.
I got 2.5 pages
Wait
in
a
the search.
minute.
I had to go through, like, we're still going? All right, 2.5. Soon I'll have 3. I'm on a roll. All right, y'all, we're going to get out of here. Before we get out of here, I'm going to make another shout out to Jenny Booth. Shout out to my sister Jenny Booth. Fire Magazine. Make sure you guys stay on the lookout for all you artists that are looking for a different platform to be heard, like being in a magazine. Please reach out to Raw Fire Magazine. 2018, the New York edition will officially be out. So we want to have as many local, indie, underground artists as possible. Radio personnels, designers, artists, whatever. So if you're interested in being in the next hottest magazine in the Hudson Valley, please reach out to Fire Magazine, Rob Royale Fire on Facebook, Instagram, and all that good stuff. If not, Jenny Booth. If not, it's tagged on this video. So just click the tag, find out who these people are, and get your slot in the next edition of Fire Magazine NYC edition. Is that all right?
Yes.
Can a church say amen?
Amen.
All right, with that being said, I'm going to get out of here because I'm having a whole hot flash. Whoop. My girl over here half naked. I'm fully dressed.
This ain't even, you don't know the half.
I don't know the half?
You don't know the half.
But she's out there twerking. I know she on with buying drawers on.
Yeah.
No, I don't be in no fire. Look, rumors. See, this is
That rumor start. Moochie done started the juice. All right, we go.
One more shout out, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on, Rob.
I gotta give a shout out to my man G. Man, he's like my mentor as a DJ, and he showed me so much, man. So shout out to G. Love you, bro. I'm gonna come check you when we get out of here, man. And I got my man Fire Rye in the building.
You already know. Make sure you go check out FireNT.com. You already know what I mean. 2018 Fire Magazine New York is coming. You already know what I mean. 845 The Mix Show. I mean, straight 845. You already know we out here.
You already know. Like he said, you already know. If you don't know, you already know. If you don't know, get to know. We out of here. Everybody have a blessed day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. 6 p.m. Reporting live 845, straight 845 radio, 845. The Mix Show, Fire Magazine. It's getting real. 845. Get involved. Woo.
See, we could talk all day. That's